welcome to another session of PeerTalk. With me today I have Bekai back again. Welcome back, Bekai.
Thank you.
What's going on, man? You got all red? Oh, no Tommy, man. Yeah, bro.
It's cold outside.
Hey, you looking like $1 million, bro. Sunrise Farms. That's what's up. It's getting cold, man, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy out here, man. Like,
it's cold. It's
Seattle with the rain and all of that.
Yeah, well,
shit, we're used to that, right?
Yeah, the rain is not a problem.
Yeah, it's not a problem in Seattle. Like they said, if you see someone,
with the umbrella,
you know that person is a guest, man. It's not from Seattle. That's what's up, man. Yeah. Hey, so this is, I know we had a lot of sessions, but I wanted to have a one-on-one session with you.
Yeah,
we're having a group, session and all that. Mm-hmm. So that I can know a lot about you. We can discuss a lot of things, and one of those things is, when I'm having one-on-one session with my guests, like the PeerTalk family, mm-hmm. I want to know your mindset growing up, mm-hmm. because you being who you are right now, mm-hmm. I know like it doesn't happen overnight. You know what I mean? You start off somewhere. As a kid, I know, like, from Gambia High, DJ Bex, you one time was trying to be a DJ, a rapper at some point. Growing up, like, we go through a lot. It's just life experiences, but then I know that's not all. So you, as a young person, and now you are this guy of a person of a, entrepreneur mindset. I call it a serial investor because you invested in a lot of things. Yeah. So what was your mindset going on? What was Bekai going on?
Well, Bekai, started in Bansang, like that's Bekai.
Shout out to Bansang.
Yeah. So I was born in
best town in the Gambia.
Yeah. So basically, growing up in Gambia, I would say, it's hard to say, but that's the truth. You don't really have, people who would direct you to become somebody. Let's say, in the sense that they see potential in you, like you want to be a mechanic. They will encourage you to be that or whatnot. No, it's nothing like that. So you figure it out yourself.
Yeah, they say go to school, boy.
Yeah. Even if they see you doing like a mechanic thing, they would discourage you to, go read your books instead. Mm-hmm. So basically, growing up, you have to figure it out yourself. Mm-hmm. So but just to rewind back, growing up, it wasn't that bad. I wasn't from a rich family, but not a poor family. That because I don't remember going to bed hungry, like because there's no food at the house. No. So definitely, I thank God for that. It wasn't like a rich family, but then shout out to my two grandmas. Yeah, they did wonderful. And then Bansang. We did a lot of things, primary school, and then I moved. But, we went to fetch firewood. We went to the rice field. So, and what again? Going to the riverside to go, swim. Just the basic childhood, livelihood of a child.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad. Definitely. Then I moved to Latikunda back in 1990. Was it 97 or 98? Somewhere around that, And then I went to LK and then middle school and Gambia High for 2 years, and I had to, move to Armitage.
Gambia High, you was.
Yeah.
They are those kids, cool kids. They call cool kids. I remember I used to hang out with a lot of rappers like DJs like Cisco.
Yeah,
How is Cisco though?
Yeah, Kaka, I'm extremely proud of him. He's still doing, his thing. He's into media. This is what he loves. Yeah. So he's definitely, just today, I think they just premiere of some movie, something like that.
Yeah, right. He was into
I'm
movies
really
too.
extremely proud of him.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Shout out to Cisco, man.
Yeah.
We should interview him, man.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We should. Yeah.
So Gambia High wasn't that bad too, but then as a kid, peer influence, peer pressure, and whatnot, you wanna be, and all that. So I made mistakes.
Come on, that's teenage. Who doesn't make mistakes?
Yeah, but it wasn't like the bad ones. Like I messed up my life with drugs and alcohol. No, never in my life. It was just basically you just think you're on top of the world.
Right.
As a kid, because you're able to wear different shoes. Have just a little bit money here and there and whatnot. But then the blessing was like when I was kicked out of Gambia High.
You got kicked out?
Yes, I was expelled. Actually,
I wouldn't tell the viewers that you were a stubborn guy.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that he was stubborn.
Yeah. So I was expelled basically because of I was categorically told that even if I have all A's, they don't just need me in the school.
Wow.
It was basically
was that bad?
Yeah, a bunch of us, it's just because we have this group, we don't go to class and all those things. Sometimes, but the blessing was, I was just kicked out and I moved to Armitage, so that was the biggest blessings for me. Yeah, because the environment, it's completely different, and then it made me who I am today, going to Armitage. Wow. Yeah.
So what did you do different in Armitage?
Oh, Armitage, well, it's structured in a way that you can't do that. You have to go to class, and then, and nobody forced me to go to Armitage. When I knew that Gambia High is normal, I chose to go to Armitage myself because I'm like, I cannot fail in life. I cannot fail in life. Just that at the age of 16, 17, I was able to figure that out. I would not be a failure in life. It's not like if you're not educated, you would not be successful. But basically, in this time and the recent, like this generation that we are in, you at least want to have that high school education. At least high school education. You don't want to be a dropout. So I'm like, no, I think I can do better than this. And then I made contacts, and then I was transferred to Armitage. And, that was a blessing, to be honest. That's where I learned a lot of things, that self-comportment, that self-control, that hard work, focus, you're overwhelmed with a lot of challenges in that school, because it's a boarding school with hunger and all those things, So it was really, really tough. But then I had to just nip it and if my peers are surviving it, I can also survive this.
Why not?
too. So definitely Armitage was a blessing for me, and thank God for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So from Armitage.
Yeah. From Armitage.
Now,
from Armitage, basically, I just enrolled in that GTTI.
And a lot of people don't know this about you. Yeah. Actually, your career is an architect. Yeah.
So basically, I enrolled in GTTI to do the architectural draftsmanship. I did that certification program for, was it a 2-year program or 3-year? I don't know. I forgot. Something like that. Then I started at physical planning, Department of Physical Planning, plans office for maybe a year, and then I was, so the NAWEC needed few technicians, So we were all asked to put our stuff together, and then we did, and then 3 of us were selected, and then I was hired as a draftsman at NAWEC, and I worked for the planning department for 2 years. So definitely, yes, a lot of people don't know this about me too. I can draw building plans.
Oh yeah.
Town plans, electrical. I can design electrical. I can design water. In my home, I design my house and my electrical, my water, even the landscape, how I want it. The farm that I did the same too. So definitely, because of Armitage again, because I came out of Armitage with this mindset that I'm gonna be into this kind of field, like, because I started it at Armitage.
So Armitage is a technical school, right?
Not necessarily, but they have all these things.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was doing TD, technical drawing, woodwork, and those things. So I'm like, I like this. Yeah. So basically, like handy stuff.
Yeah,
I like
man,
this.
it's amazing. This dude, man, he can make the whole blueprint of a house. Man, amazing. So what happened to that career? Are you still, because are you still doing it?
So basically, yes. I wouldn't say I'm doing it like full time. So when I moved to America, this place is crazy, man. If you your first
it
1
can
2
kill some dreams too, though.
yeah, first 1 2 3 years, if you don't have that, I don't know how to put it, but you just have to have somebody who needs to
Tap you on the
tap
shoulder.
you here and step.
Yeah.
Just go do it.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah,
Fact.
And then so when I looked into it, and I realized that in America it's a little bit different though, and the market for it's not that great in the sense because the older people are still doing it. You see what I'm saying? And then you have to be hired by somebody to do it, and you see what I'm saying? And then, but then
contacts and stuff.
But then the older folks are still doing it, because you can be 75 years, you
still doing it, and they evolve. And new thing comes, and you're gonna go back to school and learn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I looked into it. I'm like, no, not this one. Then let me look into something else. So I looked into aviation maintenance, and I went. I did orientation and all that. I went to Everett College. I registered for it, and until what was left is just to start it, like the basic, and then my mom got sick. Then it was really tough. It was all by myself. I think I wasn't married then, and so I had to stop everything, even work. To stay with her at the hospital. We were at the hospital for 2 months, and so definitely speaking, that got it toll on me, because this school thing here. It's like I don't know how to say it. Whenever it's in you, it's just in you. You have the zeal for it. You're ready for it. As soon as you lose interest,
that's it.
Oh man, it's just so hard to to get into it again. So basically, that's what happened to me.
But it's not too late.
No,
it's not. It's still it's too young. You can do it.
So right now,
and
actually,
it was heroic for you. Taking care of your man.
Yeah, thank you.
That's super dope.
Yeah, it's not too late at all. Too late. Definitely, because right now, again, I've changed my mind again. But what I'm trying to do is just this veterinarian tech. Not necessarily like to become a veterinarian, but if I could, I would love to.
Absolutely,
be.
You got to know something about that.
But that is just the tech. How to diagnose just little bit stuff, and then injections here and there, vaccinations here and there, and whatnot. Just this basic, just to know what,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get that done.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
Especially, you are definitely in that field now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you have the knowledge, you know how to do it. It's good to give another person a job. But at least, if you don't have that option, you can step in anytime. Yeah. So that's dope, man. Hey, man, it's like a movie, man. It's like I'm watching a movie right now. You know, we all started from somewhere, you know. But, man, life is just funny sometimes. You know, sometimes we dream of being something that
completely opposite
of what you become. But, you know, it's all good. But at least, you know, doing good for yourself, doing great, you know what I mean? You have your farm out there, you know, employing people, which is amazing, man, which is great. So now, by the way, congratulations, you know, it's your 1 year anniversary, right?
Thank you, yes.
Wow, Sunrise Animal Farm. Wow.
Yes, it's
That's
1 year. It's 1 year. We started
like yesterday.
Yeah, we started it November 16, 2019. So it's 1 year, just this past 16th. So alhamdulillah, you know, it's been tough, but at least you know, we learned a lot. Yeah, we made a lot of mistakes.
Absolutely.
Some we corrected, some we still working on to fix it. And then, but it's been a great year basically because you know, we have a good amount of animals at the farm. You know, we have at some point, you know, all in all, I would say 143 animals at least. Not necessarily they all, some died, you know, but at least that we've once had at the farm. Even if it's gonna be like delivery and die, no problem. But then it at least we've owned that at some point in 1 year, you know. So that's definitely a great achievement, you know. And then now that we have a poultry too, you know, we started selling eggs now too. Yeah.
Okay. Before we get there, you know, you moved to America, and you know, since you came here, you rose yourself to certain kind of status. When I say that, when I say some certain kind of status, that is, you know, you've been working, and then now, you know, you rose to a leadership position. And you know, I don't want to get into your job thing, but you know, we're going to talk about leadership and stuff. You know, there's a lot of people, especially, you know, we talk to young people too. Some people sometimes think, you know, it might not work for them in America. You know, being a leader in any kind of leader in your job. You know what I mean? So can you give us, you know, some of the methods that you use as a person, you know, or if you're gonna talk to somebody who is aspiring to be a leader, some of the criterion that you're gonna advise, you're gonna give that person to say, hey, follow this, do this, whatever you do this, do that, you know, in order for you to get to where you at, you know.
Good question, actually. So that's something that I see a lot. A lot of people ask, you know, oh, you in a leadership position over there. Oh, me, I just want to go home. I don't want to be bothered when I get home. I'm like, oh, no. They don't understand.
You're building yourself.
Exactly. They don't understand that, you know, for me personally, to be honest, I like challenges. And then the biggest mistake one can do is to let me know in my face that I cannot do it. You say that to me,
I like that.
Well, then the game is on, you know. So definitely, in America, it's completely different from Gambia. Yeah, to be a leader here, you have to be straightforward. You have to be very smart. You have to be, you know, you just have to be on top of things, because you have timeline for everything. This needs to be done in this certain time of, you know, you have to just results. Yes, so definitely. So it could be challenging for a lot of people, knowing that, well, you know, you have somebody at the back of on top of your head at all times to make sure you get this job done. You see what I'm saying? So even if you don't have somebody to tell you what to do, but you know the system they put in place demands you to do your job accordingly, you know. So definitely it's a great experience for me, and then thank God, I learned a lot, and then this is helping me to run my business. Like the management skills that I've learned here on the job, I am applying it in my own business too. This way, I just have to fix it. Because a lot of people ask this question: how do I run my business from America? Like, I am way in America and my business in Gambia. How do I run it? A lot of people ask, but people don't understand that. They don't know that about me, that I have at least 5 years management skill in America here, that I am trying to basically transfer into my own business. So even some of my staff don't know that I own a business somewhere. So, and then I have a leader who is very, very helpful. I learned from her how she approaches issues, how she handles issues, how she makes sure things are done without nobody being mad. And I think my staff can attest to that I've acquired that quality from that person, and I've used it in my advantage, because I try to work with my team, not to be bossy, but then to be supportive. Even here too, the same thing. The people that I work with, they know it's the same. I'm cool if the job is done. If the job is not done, then that's where we have a problem. And then basically, this is somebody's business. And I'm entrusted for this position. I have to make sure to deliver. So likewise, if I hire you at my company too, the same thing, I would expect you to do the same thing, because I think there's a reason for me to be awarded Staff of the Quarter, Staff of the Year multiple times.
Yeah, you got that accolades too, right?
Yeah. So multiple times. That's the reason for it. So the same thing, I just need people to do the same thing for me too. At least to succeed. Yeah. So it's very, very important.
It is.
If you get the position here, or if you get the opportunity, take it. Don't worry about it. Don't run away from responsibilities.
Absolutely. That's a problem. In Africa, a lot of people. The reason, to me, that's my point of view. The reason why Africa is having the leadership problems. A lot of people, trying to stay away from responsibility. People don't like responsibility, because when you say leadership, like you mentioned it in the beginning, you said, people say, oh, I just want to go home. But it's good to have challenges in your life. If you have that experience, especially in America, how meticulously people like here, companies here, care about whatever. Yeah. So if you have that experience, it's obvious that if you take it back home, absolutely, you're gonna benefit us back there. So I think especially the young ones, we need to make our leaders. Sometimes leaders are made. We can make them.
Yeah. I mean, even if you work for McDonald's and they want to make you a leader, take it.
Take it. Yeah. And
you're gonna learn a lot of things from because they have a system, and you just make the use of that time. Learn on the job. Take it and just go and apply it.
Absolutely.
Whatever you're trying to do, whether in a business or in a whatsoever environment you find yourself, just apply it, because it's discipline.
It is.
It's results, or you get kicked out. Like, you would be kicked out right there. It's results. No call, no show. You cannot do that. You see what I'm saying? You have to have a reason for things. So it's definitely a system that, if we
it's gonna shape our future.
It's hard. Like, even we struggle with it. We struggle with it. We want to make sure it's the same. But then you struggle with your people here and there, because they're used to, okay tomorrow. over here you don't do. You say, hey, Raji, have you done this? Oh, I'm on top of it. That's what you hear at work.
Right.
You don't hear tomorrow. But in Gambia, it's like tomorrow. You hear that a lot. Yeah, something that needs to be done. You should be able to do it today. Why wait for tomorrow? Yeah.
I believe that leaders are born sometimes, but they are made too. So we need to make ours. So the way we're gonna make it is, go in there, man. Take the challenges, like you said. You know what I mean? It's not only gonna benefit you, but the whole nation or the whole generation. Because if you're doing that, you being a leader right now, you have a CEO of your own company and you're a leader in your career job, whatever you're doing. If your son is going to follow, there's high chance that your son is going to follow your footsteps, because daddy is doing that. He grew up, seeing daddy, being that kind of responsible person. It's going to motivate him, to follow your footsteps. Yeah. So I think that's very important, man. Appreciate you, bro. You're doing great for our community, man. Thank you so much for that, man. So now, man, what's new about Sunrise Farms?
Sunrise, alhamdulillah, it's we challenging ourselves again for another year. Last year was okay. Like I said, we learned a lot. It was a university for us.
Wow.
Last year. Yeah, it wasn't a profit-making year for us. No, we're still setting up the farm, because the thing is, the truth is here is I wasn't fortunate enough to inherit anything. You see what I'm saying? No, I wasn't I didn't inherit. So everything is from scratch. From scratch, from the sand to the stone to the cement to the first foundation and whatnot. The only blessings that I have is my uncle, Mr. Dabo. He definitely did that for me and then gave me that piece of land to say, oh, come on, use it. So that definitely was alhamdulillah for that. So, but then it wasn't enough. I had to acquire a lot more to add it on the farm, so we can have enough grazing area. So basically that's about it. From the start to today, everything was done by us. From the buildings, from the tools, from the animals, from everything, every single thing that you see on that farm was built by us. Yes, definitely. So it's been a long journey, and it's going to be long.
I can tell.
But then, alhamdulillah, in 1 year we were able to do a lot. We were able to do a lot. But then this year would definitely add more animals, and then we have more plans to make sure, because we're not in a haste. We're not competing nobody. So we see at least 2025. 2025, that's our goal, that's our target. Let's see what 2025 will give us. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so we are not in competition with nobody. We're not in a hurry and nothing like that. So we're just gonna grow on a slow pace like that. But then 2025 is the target that we okay, at least we're at a good place now. So before 2025, if God bless us with more, then that's just a plus. But then at least 2025, if we cannot, if we evaluate ourselves and then we're still stagnant, then we know that we need to reroute. But until then, we're good to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, how about the poultry side? Are you, because the last time we was talking about, he was showing me some pictures.
Yes.
That you guys harvesting some eggs and stuff.
Yes.
So how is that going?
So right now it's going great.
Mr. Tab, is here again, man. Look at it, man. He got even nana inside. Sorry for calling him, man.
So right now the poultry is also doing great. We've started picking up eggs, the white layers, you know. So we've already sold at least 12 crates or 12 or 13 crates of eggs. So we started it just a week ago, and then today, and then the brown layers also started laying eggs. So at least we expect maybe in next 2-3 weeks we should be picking up at least 100 or more, maybe in a day. Hopefully, and then that would definitely make a big difference. So hopefully the poultry also pays very well. I don't know much. I don't have much to say about the poultry.
But it's that's a good thing. At least something is going on, on that side too. But then for the people who are watching, and I know Gambia, when it comes to when it's time for Tabaski, everybody go crazy about buying ram and stuff like that. So what's your plan for the next Tabaski? Do you have more rams to sell?
So at this point, no, because we already took out all the ram that we have, because again we are in a breeding period actually. We want to breed. I don't know if you understand. Yeah, we want to breed and multiply. Yeah, the selling aspect of it, we did sell about good amount last year.
Okay.
And that is to get rid of the ram that we have. So we just kept the female they use. Then this way we can breed. So we want to multiply. That's why we have a 5-year plan. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So we want to breed in a way that we have good amount of number. Like I tell people, it's like a volume and mass. So do you want mass or do you want volume? You see what I'm saying? Some people want the mass. They want it to be like giant and whatnot. They have just 1, 2, 3. So, but we want the volume. See what I'm saying? We want more. So we can, even if we sell it for $5,000, it's fine. It's fine with us than to have just a couple and then you call it a farm. Basically what are you doing for the country? It's all about you.
Wow.
And for your pocket and for your quick profit. So with just few animals, like because you just want them big and whatnot, are you gonna consider that as an mission building? Really? No. You've been to farms here. Who do you see worrying about these big things? No, they just have their regular ones, and then the chain continues like that, right? They supply food, they supply meat all the times like this. But in Gambia and Senegal, they have a different mindset. They're concentrating on this big, who's is bigger than who. I'm like, oh wow, really? Okay, fine. I don't have a problem with that, like to synchronize that big one in our farm so we can also have those big ones.
Big ones, yeah.
But I'm not gonna create a farm just to have a handful amount of sheep, and just because it's some breeds like those big ones, and I still call myself a farmer. I am not a farmer, I am a pet owner. Like 10, 15, you're just doing it for your own self. You're not doing it for the nation. Because you just do that, you go sell one for $75,000. You sit on the money, excuse me. You sit on the money. And then how many families can afford that $75,000 in Gambia?
That's another thing.
So I don't understand that. Just go in for to have a big farm, have enough animals to supply the needy, the rich, everybody. But you're just doing it for just one class of Gambians. That's the rich.
Oh, no. It's sad though.
Yeah.
It is.
You know? So we have that problem in Gambia.
Yeah, we have that. That's a big problem, and people get pride in that. Take pride in that.
Oh, yeah.
To say I have the bigger one.
Oh, I have the biggest one and whatnot. So you know, I tend not to engage a lot of them. You know, I know what I know. I just know only maybe 2 individuals that I talk to. I see their vision. It's similar to mine. I stay in touch with those. But the ones those are just there just for, you know, I'm like, oh no, really?
That's not what it is.
If you're doing
That's
this
not
for
the
the
purpose.
past 10 years and you still can sit there and count, then you have a problem.
Yeah.
You're just doing it for yourself. You should not call yourself as a farmer or a livestock breeder. You pet owner. It's just in America here. People have pets at backyard. Do you see those people call themselves they are farmers? No, at least they have a couple of chicken and all those things in their backyard. Even if you go to Lake Stevens here, you see it. Some of them would have it backyard. They don't register to go attend seminars and all those things. No, they would not, because they are not considered farmers. The real farmers, the people who own the farms, they are registered and all those things, right? Exactly. At least those people can consider themselves as. So I want the same thing in Gambia too. So a lot of people don't understand my vision still now. That's the problem. A lot of people don't understand me. No, they don't get it.
No, you know, that has to do with the mindset, you know, because just yesterday, me and Dada, we was talking about it, you know, that in Gambia, there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of investment opportunities out there, but people out there are not making good use of it because the mindset that we have, you know, you can, for example, you can have, and I can have 200,000, you know, in Gambia, that can be a good investment, right?
Oh my goodness.
But instead of me investing, I think about, oh man, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go and invest that money into that. There's nothing wrong with, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with getting out. But then if you have that money, you invest in there, that money, you know how many visas, how many tickets that money can get you?
$200,000
You know?
today.
Yeah.
If I have that $200,000 today, at least I can buy 50 more animals.
Exactly.
50.
And that too, because you can, like I know we said it before, but you here, you know, you're doing your thing over here. You already have your career. You know, you can draw blueprints when it comes to houses. Yeah. That's your thing.
Yeah.
That just that can make an income for you. Yeah. But you venture into farming. A lot of people we tend to be too big to be farmers, you know, and
yeah. Sorry about that. So yeah. that makes me happy though. You know, now I'm not saying it's because of me, but then I think we're contributing into that now. The mindset of the young, it's like
it's changing.
Mashallah. You know, people beginning to see this as something cool, not like a poor man thing. It's not meant for only the poor. It's not meant for just some old poor man in the village. It's not. It's, you know. So we're changing that. We want to make farming look cool. You see what I'm saying?
It is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Like I oh man. So the only part that we are struggling with is the women to come in and whatnot. I spoke to a lot of them. They're thinking about it, but you know, to be honest, it's so expensive.
It is.
It is so expensive to set up. It's expensive to maintain. Until you start yielding that profit. Until then, it's so expensive. It's not like a fashion shop that you just open one time, expenses, and that's it. You just sit and wait for customers and reinvest. No, this one is completely different. It's like you have a whole human being to feed. So it's expensive, but I'm telling you, man. So it's becoming very cool now. A lot of young folks are going into farming, and
that's cool, man.
Hopefully, next 5-10 years, we will see a lot of changes in the Gambia.
You gotta eat. You know what I mean? That's amazing, though. I mean, I think for change to take effect, people who are quote unquote exposed, need to step up and then take charge in certain areas that are profitable, but we are not seeing it as lay people. You know what I mean? Because if you, like you said, you're changing, a lot of young people are changing their mindsets when it comes to farming. So, anybody that you impacted right now, it's because of the looking at you as who you are. Bekai's in America. Bekai has a career, but he said he's now a farmer. So if he's doing it, that means there's something in it. So we need a lot of people like that, people who are exposed, people who can change, people can look up to and say, what, if he's doing it, I can do it too.
Well, and then that's the thing too. Yeah. So again, I am not scared of any guy out there who just want to dress nice and be cool. And
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm not scared of that. If it's to dress nice, I can dress nice. If it's to be cool, I can be cool. Yeah. If it's to go to nightclubs and all that, then I can do that too with the same thing.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? But then I just want people to understand that you can dress nice and still do farming.
Yeah.
You see,
do anything that's going to put money in your pocket.
Today,
something good.
I wear my gloves and my rain boots and all that, and just do what I need to do. Yeah. Dip my hand in that poop. In that urine, in that, I would dip my hand in to help with the deliveries and whatnot. But then you don't understand that it's just like anyone else. In life, we just have to appreciate every single aspect of life.
No doubt.
It is because of somebody on that sewage system right now that's working to make sure that this house don't smell.
Right.
Yeah. It's because somebody who is in that area of that danger to keep these lights on.
Yeah.
It's any slightest mistake, the person will just die.
Right.
It's because of somebody. You see what I'm saying? Like I tell people, I see a lot of people would tell their kids that, if you don't go to, you want to remain in there, you want to end up at McDonald's. I think that is wrong.
That is very wrong, because if he's not there,
I think that is wrong. You can encourage your kid to go to school, but don't belittle somebody else. That kid you're telling that to, their favorite restaurant is McDonald's.
Yep.
And that person who is working there is making your kid happy.
Right.
So basically, it's like that. If I don't dip my hand in that residue, somebody's not gonna. Yeah. Where are we gonna get the meat from?
Nowhere.
So this is it.
Yeah.
Somebody got to do the job. Being clean or dirty, somebody got to do it, and I choose to do the dirty one. But then I would definitely encourage a lot of folks out there who are contemplating. Don't worry about it. Just try it. Just try and do it. If we can do it from a poor family, from nothing, you can do it.
Yeah. I mean, one thing about me, I don't look down upon people's job. no matter what you do, all that you mentioned here, I'm not going to look down upon somebody because he's cleaning a gutter. No. Because like you said, if he doesn't do that, somebody else is not going to enjoy whatever they're enjoying.
Exactly.
So everybody has a role to play. In our society, we need to get rid of that mindset too. We look down low upon people who are doing certain jobs that to us are not honorable. Every job is honorable.
Well,
to me.
You'll be surprised though.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised. Especially in Seattle here.
Yeah.
A lot of people are making good money, but they cannot even show you what they own.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly. All they have is a house in America and a beautiful car. That's it. Or a house in Gambia in America. That's it. And they're making good amount of money in America here. All they have is they own a mortgage in America. They own a house in Gambia and a beautiful car. That's it. Look, and a lot of people who have a minimum wage, they own businesses in Gambia. They own homes here, homes in Gambia, own businesses in Gambia. Even own businesses in America here. Yes.
Wow.
Minimum, not minimum, but at least low skill job. Yes, they're doing that, but they still own a business in America here, own a house in America here, own a mortgage in America here, own a house in Gambia. You see what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to, what you were saying, not to belittle nobody. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It's how you spend it.
Sadly.
A lot of people can't. They're making good amount of money, but they cannot just tend to do nothing because they just don't know how to do it. So I've met a lot, especially the Filipino. I know a Filipino friend here. Oh man, she owned homes with a low skill job. At least that was like 9 years ago. He had 5 homes. I don't know how much more now. 5 homes. Like a Somalian guy who owns a gas station here. From owning one nursing home and then multiply it and then now owns a gas station here and whatnot. So basically it's how you spend your money.
Yeah.
Your vision in life. Just do what you love to do.
Yeah.
Let somebody else do what they love to do. And then meet in the middle. But don't look low upon nobody. You don't know what this person knows and this person has.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah.
That's important, we don't have a lot of that, in our community, especially here in the West, Gambian community in whether Europe or America. I know some people are definitely trying, they're investing, big investments, but we need to have a lot of that. Because my thing is, if you have that, it's obvious that, when you're going to extend it to back home. We shouldn't forget about back home.
Well.
You know what I mean? So another thing is, there's a lot of, people of African descent, are repatriating back home, what do you have to tell those people when it comes to investment? Because they go there, they spotted investment opportunities and, they're not familiar in that area, you know what I mean? So with your experience, what do you have to tell those people?
So what I observed too, those people, they're still making one just small group based in the cities.
Yeah, that's
all
important.
They care about is the city.
Yeah.
They don't explore outside. They don't go to the rural areas to what? I can own my own city here.
Yeah.
All they do is just go and then go to the beach area. So basically, we need to be careful of those people actually. They're welcome, everybody welcome home and whatnot. But those are holiday makers. 95% of them But all they do is just they go buy a home by the beach or not too far from the beach. But a lot of them don't have an investment there. No, they don't.
Yeah.
They just build this beautiful home because knowing that, man, I have $150,000 in my retirement savings in America. That's how many million in Gambia? That's about 6-7 million in Gambia. 2 million will build me a home, and then I can have, and then what? Some of them even own a shop in the corner, like the corner of their compound. You see? So that's what they do, and then they will say, "Oh, every month I'm gonna receive $1,000 retirement from America. That's about what, 50,000. That can do it for me." This is why they're going, because it's cheaper to retire and to enjoy that money over there. Some of them are genuine. Some of them are just going because they just feel like it's cheaper over there. And then I wish they would also come out of that congested area of the so like say suburbs or
suburb. You can call it suburb.
So and then come out and then come invest into farming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
just invest into farming or something.
I agree.
Or something. Not just to build beautiful homes by the beach. And then so you're going home. You're just going home for what? Because what? Life is cheaper over there, right?
Yeah. I mean, even life is cheaper, like you said. But if you invest in huge investment, not like a shop, small shop, you have your second-hand stuff there. But farming, dude, man, it's not just Gambia, but the whole West Africa. You're gonna supply the whole West Africa.
Exactly. Just
that $150,000 is gonna make you. You're gonna make millions out of that, millions of dollars.
Exactly.
But
again,
yeah.
The people that they interact.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mindset.
The mindset of the people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think guidance is another thing. Yeah.
The mindset.
They don't have to be
the
guidance.
tool.
Yeah.
Because although people now, the majority of them just own homes in Serekunda, Burjibi, excuse me, in those areas. That's it. So if only somebody will tell them, like, you know what, hey, you can do this. Own a house by the beach here. Let's go to the village.
Yeah.
You can own a big, land, and then you can do it. So what you already have opportunity, right? So all you need to just buy the trucks, buy those things and whatnot. You don't even have to do it. You don't have to do it. So you can just pay for somebody to do it, and then you start making that money.
Absolutely.
You already have that connection in the West. You can easily flourish without even making a lot of effort.
I mean, they have more opportunities than the natives, because, like you said, they already have the connections. They probably have the resources.
Yeah.
It's just go out there, make good use of whatever you have over there,
exactly.
man. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this our brothers and sisters. Me, that's what I believe. You know what I mean? And in order for Africa, to be something, I know we always blame it on our governments and stuff like that, but if you are repatriating over there, that means you love the country, you want to go, like you said, you will going back home. Let it not be just for holidays and stuff like that. Better yourself. We all know how it is out here, you know what I mean? And even that retirement you're saying, before you get to that, before you make that money, man, you know how you go through.
Even if you make that money, it's not enough.
It's not enough. That's what it is. You gotta multiply it. Yeah, and Africa, the biggest thing in Africa, especially in Gambia, is farming. We need to encourage each other to farm, because those people, to be honest, when they go back, they don't usually come back to America, because if they see what Africa has to offer.
Okay, so the statistics shows like Africa, it's definitely the future, and then we can see that, especially eastern side of Africa, they're doing very well in farming. But you see, that the Caucasians, they're making the best use.
Oh yeah, Oh,
their
yeah.
land in the eastern. That's why they have an issue over
Yeah.
it. You see what I'm saying? They are millionaires. They invest in farming. So I've definitely this African American. Don't just go buy a home
opportunity.
just for and then go lay down on the beach
Yeah.
every day and whatnot. No, take that up. Make the best use of that.
Yeah,
time.
absolutely.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that what the Caucasians are doing is
Yeah.
the way out and whatnot. But then, they saw something and then they took it.
They took it.
Yeah, it's a loophole. Like, I can do cocoa here. I can do maize here. I can do millet here. I can do this here. I can do that here. And they did. They have their own hectares of of land. They import and export. So the same thing. African Americans, you guys have money.
Yeah.
Going back to Ghana, Senegal, Gambia, and whatnot. You cool, man.
Wow.
Come just invest
Into farming. That's what I'm talking about.
One thing again, we are open for partnership. We are definitely open for that. But then we're not one of those people that you can come and just cut our necks and whatnot. No. So we're open. And like I tell people don't go into partnership. They don't understand.
No,
I am into this like for big time. If somebody can come in, take me from level 2 to level 98, and then me owning my business, the 100%, the word is like, let's say $1 million. But then I own 25% of my business, and the word is now $20 million. My share. That's it. My share.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Why not? I mean, I think that's another problem in Africa, especially Gambia. People want to do everything by on their own.
No.
And even here, a lot of companies are here, it's not.
People are selling stocks.
Yeah.
Every stock.
Yeah.
That's the thing. All these big corporates here you see, it's not owned by an individual.
No, it's not owned by an individual. It's partnerships.
It's owned very few.
Partnerships.
These big stores.
Yeah.
It's like multiple, but they are all billionaires because it's a lot of money involved. No. So this, like
they
I
all
try to
share
explain
the
this
risk.
to people. Let me repeat this again. I own this business. Okay, 100%. The total worth of this business today, and the business is doing good though. The business is doing good. The total worth of it today is $1 million. 1 million. 100%. That's you own it. An investor comes and then wants to buy you out for at least you own maybe 30% of the business, and the investor will own 75%. But then your 30% is now $20 million. Your 30%, it will grow to $20 million. What in the world are you thinking? Why wouldn't you take that? Because the investor will have maybe 50 million because he owns 70% of the business, right? But remember, you owning the business for the past 10 years,
Yeah.
100%, your worth is only $1 million. You're still struggling. You cannot even supply the whole country. An investor comes and then invest into it for you to be able to supply the whole country, but you will own 30% of the business instead of 100%. But then your 30% is now 20 million. So just think about it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense you to just hold on to this.
Yeah.
Oh, Yalabana. Yeah. And then you remember you're aging.
Yeah.
And then the business, the more you're stagnant like that, you're comfortable that area, that you struggle more and more, and you have issues, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I tell people, I try to explain this to people. You know, if
So
somebody
they still don't get you.
There's still- yeah, they some would say that makes sense. Some would say, no, why partnership, boy?
No.
But I'm like, oh my goodness.
I mean, you're just gonna lay your rules, you know.
No, because they don't understand that I am talking professionally, making sure these like the attorneys and all these things are involved. This you don't even write nothing. You just sit down. They
You got
write
your
all it,
attorneys, yeah.
everything you read and sign and everything. Those documents goes into a safe and all those things, right? This is not just like boy, don't definitely.
No.
This is not that. So people is the mindset.
Yeah, it's the mindset. People don't understand, you know, partnerships when it comes to Gambia thing. That's why we fail. I think, you know, we need to start doing that. You know, we need to, you know, when it comes to these big investments, you know, it cannot happen. I mean, if you have the money, it can happen, but it's going to be hard for one person to build that kind of business like that. You know, you have to look for people who are like-minded, who have the same mindset with you, and then set up something that the whole community, the whole generation can benefit from.
This is the thing.
Just look at Walmart. How many people in America is Walmart employing? Not only in America, they have it in UK too. Yeah, it's a different name, but you know, yeah. So it all starts from somewhere.
This is the thing.
You know what I mean?
Why America is what it
is
today. Because they don't just do things for me, my wife, my kids. No. You see, 90% of the businesses are here like 100 years old.
You know, yes, yep.
The grandpa didn't enjoy nothing of it, but the grandpa makes sure that to set up his family.
Yeah, a family legacy.
See, now they are billionaires.
No doubt.
You know, how many billionaires do we have in Gambia?
Billion? Do we even have it?
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
And then how many?
I mean, when I say in dollars.
How many? No, even in dollars.
In dollars.
How many rich people do we have?
There's a lot of
Gambia?
yeah.
A lot, right? Before, no, I mean the generation before us.
Yeah.
But where's the money? That is it, because everybody cares about me, my wife, my kids. That's it. They don't care about nothing. Look at these multi-million homes, still cruising in stagnant water to get into your home.
Yeah.
You cannot.
That's a whole nother topic, bro. we're gonna have a panel on that. Spend
just $5,000 to fix your road.
Yeah, we're gonna have a panel on that, and I want you to be there. Yeah, it's been an amazing conversation, bro. You know, we can talk about it, you know, but thank you so much, man, for this, man. You know, this is what we do. You know, we talk to people who are relevant in our community. You know, people that we can learn from, people who has the experience. You know, people who have something to offer out there that the whole generation, because if I'm talking, I talk about the generation, you know what I mean, can benefit from. You know, your thing, who knows? Don't give up. You know, and you have a vision. You say, I don't want it to be limited to me only. I'm inviting investors. If you have the same mindset with me as me, you know, come join me. So there's a sign of success right there. You know, a lot of people should be thinking like that. Thank you so much once again. You know, we're gonna, you know, this is home. You know that, right? All right. Thank you so much, man. Hey, everybody, this is Alaji. Please share this video and let's keep the conversation going.